The question states, Bert brought his football equipment for the new season. His cleats, in brackets we have shoes, cost K dollars. His uniform costs $50 more than his cleats. His shoulder pads cost 3 times as much as the cleats. A, write a term or expression using K for the cost of the uniform. And so our goal is to write an expression using K for the cost of the uniform. Notice that according to this question, the uniform costs $50 more than its cleats. And its cleats cost K dollars. And so that means that if we want the cost of the uniform, it's going to be K plus 50. Because the cost of the uniform is $50 more than its cleats, and its cleats cost K dollars. And so that means that the uniform is going to cost $50 more than the cleats, and so it's going to be K plus 50. Next, the question states, write a term or expression using K for the cost of the shoulder pads. The cost of the shoulder pads. The question states that his shoulder pads cost 3 times as much as the cleats. So his shoulder pads cost 3 times as much as the cleats, which means that the cost of his shoulder pads is 3 times K, which is 3K. 3 times K, 3 times the cost of the cleats, which is 3K. Next, the question states, write a term or expression using K for the total cost of all the equipment he bought, given your answer in simplest form. Now here a keyword is used, total. So that means we have to add the cost for the cleats, which is K, the cost for the uniform, which is K plus 50, and the cost of the shoulder pads, which is 3K. And so what we're going to do, we're going to add up all of the like terms. We have K, which is basically 1K. So we have 1K plus 1K, and then we have 3K. And so what we have here, the first thing we do is we group our like terms. So we have K, K, and 3K. What is K, K, and 3K? What is that equal to? Well, that's going to be equal to 5K because we have 1K and 1K and 3K. And so that's equal to 5K when you add it all together, and then you put your plus 50. This expression cannot be simplified any further because these two terms are unlike terms. And so our answer right here is 5K plus 50. Next, the question says, if the total amount spent was $425, find the value of K. And so the total amount spent, the expression for the total amount spent is 5K plus 50. That's the expression that we just got from the previous question. Now they're telling us, according to this question, that the numerical value for the total amount spent is $425. And so we equate the expression for the total amount spent to the numerical value for the total amount spent. So we equate them. So that's why we have this equal sign. So 5K plus 50, which is the expression for the total amount spent, is equal to 425, which is the numerical amount for the total amount spent. And these two must be equal. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to send the 50 over the equal sign. Notice that it was a positive 50. When we send it over the equal sign, it becomes a negative 50. And so we say 5K is equal to 425 minus 50. What is 425 minus 50? Well, that's going to give us 375. And so our next move is to divide both sides of this equation by the coefficient of K, which is 5. And so we divide both sides of this equation by 5. And we cancel this 5 with that 5. And so we have K is equal to 375 divided by 5. And 375 divided by 5 is 75. And so that means that the value of K is 75.